Thank you for joining me at Botanical Living with Kim. Today we're going to talk about smudging. Have you ever seen somebody smudging their house or heard about it, but you're not really sure what the process is and exactly how to do it or why to do it? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm also going to give you a little peek at the smudge bundle making that I do. Thank you for joining me at Botanical Living with Kim. Today I've welcomed you into my living room as I prepare to do a little ritual smudging in my house. The act of smudging has been done for centuries, and there's a certain degree of mystery surrounding this ritual. Sure, smudging can be done ceremonially, but there's also a very practical reason for smudging, because the act of burning a sage smudge like this helps burn away negative energies and it clears the air. Also, depending on the types of herbs that are in your bundle, it can manifest in different ways. You can bring about different positive influences, both magical and medicinal principles. Sometimes smudge bundles purely clean the air, and especially after an illness, it's great to smudge your house. Or after an argument, or after negative people have come and gone, always a nice thing to light some smudge and get rid of those negative energies. There's really no right or wrong way to smudge your home or your sacred space, but here's just some tips on how I do it, and hopefully you can incorporate it in for yourself. First of all, you have to find a smudge that you like, and there's all different kinds. I make them. I sell Enchanted Smudge Bundles, and they'll have anything from various sages, including the white sage, lavender, pine needles, you name it. There's all sorts of herbs, and each herb has a different magical or medicinal property that they add to this smudge bundle. This particular one, it's a big one, and I've been burning it for a long time. It is Salvia apiana, which is the white sage, and lavender and sweetgrass. I love the smell of this one that burns. This is my favorite one that I use when I really want to just purify my home. You don't need very many supplies when you're going to smudge. You just need whatever you're going to smudge with. Usually some sort of a little vessel. A lot of people like using these abalone shells as a vessel to set their smudge in. I have this, this is a piece of coral. It's really cool, and I've used it for years. You can see it's kind of burnt out in the middle, but a lot of times I'll set my burning smudge in there. A lot of people extinguish their smudges in these. I prefer to extinguish mine out the front door. So what I'll do, this is kind of my little ritual. I will light a candle or two. So I have this silver and gold candle here, and then I have this little candle in this sun shape. So I light this with the intention of bringing energies into my home. I'm not going to light these big ones. I just have them here to show you what I do. And then I'll take my smudge bundle and you light it. It's okay if they go out. You want to light it, and as you're lighting it, have your intentions ready. Like, I'm lighting this with the intention of blessing my home, getting rid of any negativity, any bad feelings, any sadness. And my empowerment with the smudge is to bring in peace and happiness and unity and love and prosperity. So what I will do with this, I don't know if you can see it burning, but I do it twice. I start at my front door and I walk around the entire interior of my home in a counter-clockwise manner. Because counterclockwise in the magical world is a banishing or removal. So as I walk around the first time around, I walk counterclockwise, I'll pause over all the doors, all the windows, and I'll do a pattern like this, and sometimes I'll put an X through it, and what I'm doing, I'm thinking to myself my intentions, which are anything negative that's passed through these places, I want them to go away. And I'll walk in and out of every room with the smudge lit. If it starts to go out, it's very simple. Keep a lighter or matches with you and just let it come again, billow of smoke. A lot of people like feathering that and wafting it around the room. You can totally do that if that's what you enjoy doing. But so I go through the whole house, and then I switch it to my right hand, because the right hand is the hand of empowerment. And then I will walk in a clockwise fashion, and I will add all my positive blessings. I'm bringing these good things in. So counterclockwise takes away negativity and removes. Clockwise adds to things. You can remember that if you're a kitchen witch and you stir your pots that way. When I stir to the left, I'm removing negativity. When I stir to the right, I'm empowering it with good health. So anyway, I walk back through, I do this to the right. You can smudge your body. You can go all the way down your body, your hands, your feet, purity of heart, whatever your intention is, just empower it. And you can do this over your stones. Like I have some crystals, you can bless them. So these are just some ways to use the smudge. When I'm done with my smudge, I will typically go out my front door and I will extinguish it down in the dirt because that's really grounding to me. Like I put it out. Or I'll set it in these cups and this will burn itself out too. You can also, if you have something like this, like I said, this is a piece of coral or an abalone shell or any other vessel that you like to use, you can put a piece of charcoal in there and you can also just set it on there and let it smolder. So there's different kinds of smudges, like I said, all the way from these little bitty ones, big ones. These are two of the ones that I've made. And then Palo Santo is a piece of wood, but it's also a wonderful smudge. So when my kids were little, I tried to incorporate them in. So I have two kids, they're both in their 20s now. But when they were small, I would light a candle and one of them would walk through the house with the candle, and then I would do the smudging. And then one of them would follow behind me with some really good smelling incense. Palo Santo smells delicious to burn, but just some sort of a great peaceful home incense, we'd burn it. And that was our little ritual. That's how I taught my kids about smudging when they were quite young. But now I do it on my own, but it's still a great thing to do. I try to do this after somebody's been sick in the house. I try to do this if there's been a lot of disharmony or an argument or bad feelings. I try to do this at the different seasons, like when I do a big cleaning, I'll smudge afterwards. And one of the things you want to remember when you do smudge is it's a good idea to open your windows and doors, because if you get one really billowing, like that smudge is very low smoking, and I try to do that one here because my husband doesn't like that heavy smoke. But I'll open the windows and doors typically and really get it rolling in the smoke so that when the whole house fills up with smoke, it also disperses and I feel like it's going out into the universe and my intentions are going out there with it. Smudging your personal space sounds so appealing, doesn't it? The use of white sage has been around for many, many years in all sorts of traditions. And one of the amazing things about white sage is not only does it have these great magical properties, but it truly has some medicinal properties as well. It's very antimicrobial and antifungal. So it's a great thing to burn to get illness out of your home. So as you can see, you need very few items to effectively smudge your home. Like I said, just the smudge bundles, a vessel to hold them in, and a lighter. That's really all you truly need. Now, I want to show you a little preview into how I make Enchanted Smudge Bundles. So watch this for a second. All of my smudge bundles are made with herbs that are ethically harvested either from my own property or from the properties of people I know. Very rarely do I wildcraft for these particular herbs to use. If you're looking for a special smudge bundle, I do sell my Enchanted Smudge Bundles throughout the year. They are made in small quantities, but I do occasionally have some available, so you could ask me down in the comments below if you're interested in purchasing one. If you have any other questions about smudging, please feel free to ask me. I would love to answer questions for you. As always, click that like, subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell. That way you get updates anytime I post a new video. Please feel free to like and share this video with your family and friends. Like, thumbs up. And as always, I wish you health, happiness, and a beautiful day. Take care. Bye-bye.